From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Wildcat.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this time he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. They get this out left, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6-0 our score after 1.
Washington, nothing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he finds McLaurin. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Washington first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gandy Golden. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes this Washington 7, Chiefs 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The throw taken in by Sims. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. Now
a handoff looking right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw here. And he'll find Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Winds up and left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Washington 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Isabella, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Washington 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that...
And a loose football. And And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've
rush coming, and he's taken down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Curtis Samuel, 39 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 31.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, it's Mahomes. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I got one. Bang, 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 bang.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. And now and I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football.
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 95 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt 21. All the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
I can't believe they even let you play. 49 the mark, 49 the mark. Squeeze, double. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Check pass. 49 the mark, 49 the mark.
Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The tackle by
A
Derwin.
good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flushed out right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Washington 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, you got to feel it,
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
50. Washington, 34.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gun. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. The clock management 101.
Today's final score, Chiefs 50.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.